Starting a brand today is radically different than it was 10 years ago when I published a video that radically changed the way people launched. Back then you needed tens of thousands of dollars, and suddenly everyone was able to do it overnight with a $50 budget and print on demand. But when something becomes easier, it means that everyone's able to enter the race, and I estimate that we help start over 100,000, if not millions of brands all around the world with those tactics. So how do you stand out as a brand owner, and where do you even begin? Well, in this video, we're breaking down a new framework and the way that you should think about launching in 2026 and beyond. So whether you're starting a new brand and just getting some insights and want the step-by-step, or if you already have an existing brand and you're looking for ways to really differentiate yourself and scale, this one's for you. But let's begin by setting a foundation of where things are today. For starters, social media is no longer about being social. You're no longer being shown the posts from the people that you follow, but are instead being shown content based on the interest that you desire. So whether they're finding this information based on what you like and comment on, or they are listening in on your conversation through the microphone on your phone, the social media algorithms are pulling as much data from you because they want to actually keep you on the platform for longer. But by you understanding how the algorithms are functioning, by the end of this video, you'll be able to leverage it to grow your brand. Now, I've used these tactics with numerous brands, from corporate brands to startup businesses, and they've garnered over 100,000 subscribers and millions of views in the process. It's important that you select a niche that you truly understand so you can get the algorithm to serve that content to that audience. This helps you actually build an organic content brand without having to pay for ads. Now, this all begins by understanding what you currently love or can grow to love, because the more that you do it, the more you're going to understand that audience, and the more that that audience is going to connect to your content, and you're going to be able to build a community that you can sell products to. Because once you know what niche you're going to serve in the market, the next step is to analyze the market. Now, what this means is you're going to want to start to create a Google Sheet with all the different pages that are related to that niche. The goal is for you to see which content is getting the most views. From that, you want to analyze that piece of content. What is the hook? What is the visual? What is the overall message being portrayed? By doing this, you're going to see similarities between all the winning content types. And by actually doing this research, you're going to be able to understand that audience a little bit more. Write down the most notable comments that you find in those conversations, because that's going to be content that you could potentially make as well. Because once you have the market analyzed, the next step is to build a content strategy that's going to help you reach that audience. And to assist you in this process, I want to talk about the creator brand funnel. The creator brand funnel is a structure I use to game plan the different types of content a brand should focus on. Now, at the top, you're going to have the awareness play. Now, these are the videos that are typically minimally branded and are really meant to engage and spark conversations and get those reactions and views. A great example of a brand that's currently crushing it in this market is Patagonia. Patagonia has an amazing content strategy that isn't necessarily product focused, but interest based. In this video that's playing here, we got a guy that's on a mountain bike going down a hill. In the caption, they talk a little bit more about what makes their products unique, but for the most part, this is a video that could live in the social media feed. If you're interested in mountain biking, you're now aware of what Patagonia has to offer. While other videos may be more targeted for the mid-funnel, which is the consideration and interest stage. Once they got to know your brand, they're interested in considering what kind of products you have because they might be in the market to buy them. And this is where videos such as you sharing the behind the scenes or telling the story or the design inspo of a collection comes together. The example from Patagonia here is a perfect depiction of what this means. You have the actual designer talking about what inspired the collection and what she envisions for it. And at the bottom of the funnel is a conversion, sale, and the loyalty, keeping your customer coming back for more. Now, it's important that you guys think about this creator brand funnel because every brand today needs to follow this in order to gain traction in the market. So now that you know about this framework, the next step is to put it into action. So look, before you go out and start designing mood boards, building collections, and spending all this time manufacturing a product, you need to scrap that because that was 2015's play. Today's play, 2026 moving forward, is all about building a community and an audience first. So if you have an audience currently, that's great. But if you don't have an audience, these are the things that you need to keep in mind. You need to launch your channels based around the interest. Now, don't overthink the actual channel names. Just reserve something that really resonates with the market that you did your research on. Because remember, the algorithms are finding people based on interest. So if you understand exactly the niche that you're targeting, You now need to be a creator that makes content to help pull and bring those people into your ecosystem. And with your audience now tapped in, the next step is to finalize your brand. Now, although it's okay to start with a social media page that's unbranded and a little random, it's not okay to launch your official brand with something that people can't find or easily reference. And this is really where Get.Store comes into play. Now, Get.Store is a domain provider for a .store domain. This means that as soon as your customers see that it's a .store, they resonate it with it being a store where people can buy. The biggest creators in the world are using this today. Whether it's Mr. Beast, iShowSpeed, Cristiano Ronaldo, everybody is using it as an extension for their store because they realize how powerful it is to not just have a social media following, but to have a customer base. And this is the world that we live in today. You need to build an audience and then get them to buy a product. And if you're watching this video, chances are you're at that stage. So make sure you check out the Get.Store domain that we're gonna link in the description down below. Because once you have your domain name, the next step is to get your Shopify store. Now, you don't have to necessarily build out a beautiful Shopify store before you launch. All you gotta do is have it locked and ready to collect leads, email lists. You need to be able to let them know that something is coming, and if they register, they'll be the first to know. By doing this, you also start to build a die-hard community of people that not only like your content, but are really interested in buying whatever it is that you're gonna launch. Now, in order to really warm this list up, this is really where a tool like OmniSend comes into play. So instead of that generic email reply like, hey, here's 10% off of your first purchase, you're able to customize it with a tone of voice that matches the audience. So if you're an MMA brand and you're looking to really spark a conversation and welcome somebody, that first email should be about the vision of the company and what your background is. You can customize these email templates really easily, and if you're not so good at writing, you can actually use their AI features now, which all you gotta do is insert a prompt in a direction and they can literally enhance it for you to help suggest improvements on how to get better optimization and click-throughs. Social media and content is step one of the creator-led brand funnel, but at the bottom, when you convert, it's all about bringing them back, and email is a great loyalty tool that you can use to really scale that brand. So once you actually have an audience and you have an engaged list of people, you are now able to actually go out and seed ideas to them. So if you built a page around a certain interest, you can now design things and start to seed it out to the people on the email list. By seeding out concepts, sparking conversations, and getting them to vote on certain designs, you're a little bit more in the know that whatever you create and launch is going to be able to sell. And by using AI today, you're able to put together some beautiful mockups that look realistic. Now, I want you guys to check out this reference here. This is AI generated product images and photos. It's a variety of different products, and you can do flat lays to on models to lifestyle shoots. It's all available. And if you just take a little bit of time in doing this process, you're gonna be able to get real feedback and input from a community that already likes what you're doing. Because once you know that you're heading in the right direction when it comes to designs and the product mix, the next step is to actually legitimize the business. Now, in order to do this, I recommend that you get an LLC. LLCs range anywhere from $50 in certain states to upwards of a couple hundred if you're in Nevada. So depending on where you're at, it's gonna range. Now, you could easily submit your own LLC through your state's business website. Just look up Business Registration LLC in Nevada or Business Registration LLC in California. Use the .gov and they'll help you walk through the registration process. It might take you about an hour to do this, and it's really easy. And if you have any questions, ChatGPT is great assistance on this. Because once you get your LLC, the next step is to actually apply for your EIN number. Now, the EIN number is essentially the social security number for that business. So this means that this is what you're gonna be able to put on your bank statements, on your public-facing documents. So you're not putting your personal social security on the line. Now, you can easily get this to the irs.gov website, and this literally takes like 2 to 3 minutes. All you gotta do is answer that quick survey, insert your LLC's name, and at the end of this registration, they give you a certificate that you can now take to the bank and open up your accounts. And as we talk about banks, it's important that you keep track of your finances as well as what you're gonna owe for taxes and other expenses that come through the process of starting a brand. And this is where Relay comes into play. Relay is an online business banking and money management platform that helps small businesses take control of their cash flow and get crystal clear on what they're earning, spending, and saving. With Relay, you can open up an account online in under 10 minutes and create up to 20 checking accounts and issue up to 50 virtual or physical debit cards, all from your laptop or phone. And if you want to separate profits, taxes, marketing, and ad spend, you can do this really easily. Now with traditional banks, you got to open up multiple checking accounts and apply for all of them and have a minimum spend. Well, with Relay, they make it very simple to do this, which is an absolute game changer. Relay also connects directly to your PayPal, Stripe, and Shopify payments. It also handles ACH, wires, and checks. Plus, it also syncs automatically with QuickBooks or Xero, which makes bookkeeping effortless. And if you work with a team, you can give everyone a secure access and individual card limits in order to stay on budget. Now, the best part about it is that Relay has no minimums and no corporate nonsense. Just simple, flexible money management for online business owners. So I encourage you guys to check out Relay. We're gonna link them in the description down below because they really are built for e-commerce businesses, and it works just as hard as you will. And by legitimizing the business, you're now able to enter in all the banking details to Shopify so you can start collecting payments and you can actually start listing products for sale. So if you guys want to learn a little bit more, we have a free blueprint that we included in the description below. It also includes some free Shopify themes, absolutely free for you guys to start. Just go check out the link and download everything that we included. Now that you have the store launched, where do you actually make the products? How should you manufacture? Well, if you currently have an audience that's really engaged and you're seeing good comments, and maybe you sold some things in the past, either through affiliates or you promoted a product for a brand, or you know that your audience is going to buy because they've already expressed interest, or like hard interest, meaning like they've already offered you money for things. Well, you're on a good track to actually manufacture those products in a bulk manufacturing way. Now, the pros of bulk manufacturing is that you can get a lower cost of goods, which means that you can have a higher profit margin when you sell. But the main cons is that if you order too much, it might be inventory sitting on a shelf for a very long time, and you might be discouraged in continuing. So in order for you to verify that bulk is the right way to go, make sure that you order some samples from the manufacturer and then start seeding them in the marketing that you create with the content that goes out to your pages. By you putting that product in the page and getting those reactions of, hey, where can I buy that? What is that? You're now able to seed and see if people are really interested in what you have to sell. You want to incentivize the list of people that actually signed up to your email by offering not just a product for sale, but potentially a bonus that comes with it. And by doing that, if you get a bite and you actually get some pre-orders coming in, you're now able to take that number of pre-orders and place the order from the manufacturer. So when you order it from the manufacturer, you order just a little bit more than what you actually sold. And with that, you're able to offer it for a limited time to the audience that's following you. This will allow your brand to be in demand versus a bunch of products to be available on an unlimited order because nobody wants them, right? You want the products to sell out whenever you actually drop the first time. That way your audience knows that, hey, if I don't buy it right now, I may not ever get it. And by doing this, you're able to build that loyalty through the funnel that we discussed. This is how you can keep customers coming back. But if you have a fairly new audience and you're not really sure how engaged they are in purchasing, and maybe you don't have the funds to go out and do a cut and sew run, then the best next option is print on demand. And when it comes to print on demand, it typically gets a bad rep, but honestly, print on demand providers such as Printful or Printify are great options if you're starting a brand and if you're really looking to expand it on a global level. And Printful and Printify will actually make it and ship it to the customer's door. This means that you don't have to focus on any shipping or on any of the logistics. You just have to focus on the marketing of it. And the way that Printful and Printify work is that you can easily connect it to your Shopify store. From that, you design on Printful or Printify depending on what product mix you want to have. Printful is great for custom brands and merch, and Printify is incredible for selling on marketplaces and really getting a lower cost of good and selling internationally. Because if your audience is more budget conscious, Printify really is the platform to help give you more margin. Whereas Printful is really focused on getting you quality products. They offer more cut and sew sublimation, they offer more bags, and really an unlimited amount of different categories. So there's something in there for everyone. So by working with those two providers, you're able to get a good solid mix and also really solid margins. We're gonna link everything about Printful and Printify in the description down below. Now, a common question I get is, should I go print on demand or should I go bulk order? The biggest differentiator that I would have, and I suggest that you think about, is how much budget do you have to lose? When it comes to placing a bulk order run, you're always at a risk that you may not get the products that you paid for. It's just the way things work. Either the fabric will be different, the sizing, something may not work out with it. And that's just the name of the game until you find the right supplier and manufacturer to work with. So if you have some budget to potentially lose, then bulk production runs are always good. So when it comes to print on demand, this is really the route that I recommend 90% of you guys watching take. The reason for it is because you really don't know what's gonna sell right out the gate. You could do as much testing as you can, but if you're not pre-ordering, then you really don't know what's going to stick. So by doing with print on demand, you can actually create a lot of different products that are targeted to your audience. And then based on the adoption, maybe they want more t-shirts, maybe they want more bags, you're gonna be able to actually move forward with a cut and sew run that you're more at peace with knowing that is gonna sell through. There's different strategies for both, but just consider those two when you're getting started. Because the ultimate goal in this, guys, is for you to actually sell a product. You wanna get a product to your customer's hand, and then you want them to wear it and share it. By them sharing the feedback with you, this is gonna be that wheel that you're gonna be able to use. By analyzing feedback and improving, your next product could potentially be the one that hits. But regardless, by building your brand in this framework and starting with an audience, you're gonna be able to inject multiple products at a time. Versus if you build a brand and then miss with a launch, you're always trying to build up a new audience. That's the wrong way to look at it. You need to start looking at it from a creator-led brand standpoint, which means that every single brand today needs to act like a creator. Even if you don't want to put your face in front of the camera, the content that you make should feel authentic and it should connect with a real audience, because people want to do business with people they like. And the more that they like your brand, the higher the chances they're going to buy from you. Because the reality is AI has radically transformed the way that clothing brands are started. Today, it's easier than ever to do it, and you can literally start from a prompt. So you need to go above and beyond in connecting to an audience, and this is really done through content. So if you currently have a brand and are looking to take it to the next level, or if you have content and are looking to inject a brand, then I highly encourage that you guys check out the one-on-one mentorship program that we opened up. It's for applications only. We're gonna link it in the description down below. We wanna select the best people that are actually ready to take action on the information that we have so we can help you grow. And if you're currently in the process of learning more about print on demand, maybe you wanna have some more step-by-step guides on how you can start this and grow it on a budget, well, I highly encourage that you guys check out this print on demand masterclass we created that has some absolute gems in there. It'll radically transform the way you approach this, and you'll get to learn more about the finances and the profitability of taking that method. And if you're a new viewer to this channel, hit that subscribe button if this brought any value to you. We'd highly appreciate it, and share it with somebody that could also learn from it. And more importantly, if you'd like us to review your content and your brand, I'd love to give you personal feedback. Hit us up on Instagram on John X Santos. We'll see you guys on the next one.